Stepping onto the ice is super special. I'm super joyful, and it's what I love to do. I think hockey is where I kind of find peace.
Open net and slammed home, Gavin O'Connell.
I started playing hockey at the age of 2. My dad played college hockey and so did his brother. The second I was able to walk, I was on skates out on the ice. I met Adam when I went and played for the NTDP team a couple years ago.
I had a chance to work with him when I was with the national team for a couple games, and I think what I really liked about Gavin, he walked into the locker room and wasn't intimidated.
He's been super special to me. He cares a lot about all of us, especially away from the rink, and I think that's super important to have as a coach. It was a pretty easy decision for me to come to Michigan State. Coach Nightingale had a pretty big part in that and getting me here, but I knew a lot of the guys that were coming here, and it was a no-brainer for me to end up at this spot.
And Air Force turns the puck over behind the net and trying to stuff it in. Pass, Blessing, and they do.
Herback with a long shot, empty net and a score. Well, a juicy rebound there for Michigan State.
Trying to dissect this Penn State defense, and O'Connell again off the tip, and Michigan State in front.
Adam, what's clicking for Gavin O'Connell and his line? Why are they doing so well, and suddenly Gavin's scoring lots of goals?
Gavin's got a really good stick, and he's got a nose for the net, and he seems to be around it, and when it's on his stick, it's got a chance to go in.
Obviously, I've been pretty fortunate enough to score a handful of goals so far this year, but I give a ton of credit to my line mates. Even our coaches just putting me out in pretty high opportunity moments in the game. I've been in the right spot a couple times, but I give a lot of credit to my line mates and for them finding me in different areas of the ice and allowing me to put the puck in the back of the net. Each guy is bought in this year, both on and off the ice, to be the hardest workers and be the hardest working program in college hockey, and I think that's what's going to set us up for a bunch of success this year. It's just, I know every guy that is here is really excited to be here and shows up every day ready to work. I think growing up, I've kind of learned that playing really hard and working super hard is only going to benefit you as a player and a person. So growing up, I took a lot of pride in being the hardest worker and going to the rink every day and working as hard as I can, and I think that's kind of where my game translates. Big why for me is my parents have put so much in for me to play the sport and have given me so many rides to the rink and so many early mornings, and I think obviously to chase my dream and play professionally is a big why for me, but also to return favors for my parents and show them it was all worth it, obviously, and give them kind of what they gave me, and I think that's a pretty big part for why I play hockey.